In the snowy mountains near Innsbruck, Austria, hidden above the clouds, stood a magnificent floating school known as Aurora Sky Academy. The academy shimmered at night like the northern lights over Norway, and young fairies from all across Europe came there to discover their magical gifts. On a bright spring morning from the countryside near Florence, Italy, a small silver-winged fairy named Elena Rossi arrived at the academy gates. Her wings sparkled like frost, but unlike the other fairies flying gracefully over the towers, Elena struggled to stay in the air. Students from Paris, France, Barcelona, Spain, and Munich, Germany twirled confidently above her. Some shaped wind into spirals, others painted the sky with golden sparks. Elena tried her best, but each time she flapped her wings, she wobbled and drifted back down. She felt different, and not in a good way. One evening, feeling lonely, Elena wandered to the highest balcony of the academy, which faced the distant light of Vienna glowing on the horizon. She stared at the stars above the Alps and whispered, "I wish I knew my magic." Suddenly, something extraordinary happened. The stars flickered, then they shimmered brighter. Tiny threads of silver light floated down toward her hands. When Elena gently moved her fingers, the stars responded, twisting into glowing ribbons across the sky. She gasped. At that moment, the Academy's wise headmistress, Madame Isabella Laurent from Lyon, France, stepped out of the shadows. "Elena," she said softly, "you are a rare star weaver. Your magic does not lift you into the sky. It connects the sky itself." Elena's heart raced. She wasn't weak, she was different. Soon, Elena befriended two kind fairies, Sophia Muller from Berlin, Germany, who could control wind currents, Lucia Fernandez from Seville, Spain, who could bend sunlight into shields. The three girls became inseparable, sharing stories of their homes, Venetian canals, Parisian streets, and the blue shores of Santorini, Greece. But deep inside the Academy library, three mischievous students, Victor Novak from Prague, Adrian Costa from Lisbon, and Max Dubois from Marseille, discovered an ancient forbidden spellbook. They believed it would make them the most powerful students in Europe. When they opened it, dark smoke erupted, forming a massive shadow creature that roared louder than thunder over the Alps. The academy trembled as students fled in fear. Elena, Sofia, and Lucia found themselves trapped in a crumbling tower overlooking the snowy peaks. Elena closed her eyes and reached for the stars again. Threads of light burst from the sky, weaving themselves into glowing steps. A staircase of constellations formed beneath their feet. The three friends climbed the radiant path, escaping the shadow and reaching Madame Laurent's chamber safely. For the first time, Elena felt proud of her magic. Madame Laurent gathered every student in the grand crystal hall. The shadow monster grew stronger, feeding on fear and division. Elena, the headmistress, said, "A star weaver does not shine alone." Elena understood. She lifted her hands, sending silver threads across the hall. The magic connected Sophia's wind, Lucia's sunlight, the water magic from a fairy from Amsterdam, the earth magic from a student from Edinburgh, and the fire magic from a fairy from Rome. All their powers merged into one brilliant wave of light. The shadow dissolved. The forbidden book turned to dust. Silence filled the hall, then cheers echoed through Aurora Sky Academy. Instead of punishment, Victor, Adrian, and Max were forgiven and taught the importance of responsibility. From that day on, the Academy created a new celebration called Night of 1,000 Stars. Students from all over Europe gathered to share their unique gifts and learn from one another. Elena Rossi, the girl who once struggled to fly, became a symbol of unity. And high above the Alps, as lights shimmered from Paris to Prague, the stars glowed brighter, woven together by a fairy who learned that true strength comes from connection.